Hey guys, and welcome to Olivia's Catastrophe. You're here for the second part of my Owls reading vlog and also my 30 books in 30 days reading vlog. I've had a pretty productive morning. I couldn't sleep last night, so I did a lot of reading, and I just finished When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandra Manon, trying to get you to see the cover, and it was fantastic. It was so cute and I was smiling so hard by the end of this, so I'm so happy I finally read it. All of you guys who kept pushing me to read it, you were right, I loved it, and I need to read more books by this author. I want to say thank you to Guy Athena for buddy reading this with me, because it was so much fun to read that with you. So this is day 8, and that is my 7th out of 30 books. I need to get reading and read some more, but I've got quite a lot of books that I am currently reading and I've made progress in, so let me show you those and then we'll just get on with the day. So Simone, what did I do in your room before we were doing what we're doing now?
You exercised.
Yes, I did a long workout, and then what did I forget to do throughout it?
Vlog it.
Yeah, but that's okay, because what are we doing now?
Watching it. Well, you can at least just turn the camera towards yourself now.
No, thank you.
You can't just tell.
No, you know my hair's the best.
She doesn't want to be in video.
Okay, yeah, but tell me, what are we watching?
Merlin.
And that is who Simone thinks is the hottest character.
What? No.
What are we doing this morning?
We're going for an early morning walk at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Nice and early. Good morning guys, so as you could just see, it is day 9 and I woke up at 7 AM and did a 3.5 kilometer walk with my mum before there were too many people outside and it was too busy. So yesterday I got very sidetracked and I spent the whole day just chilling with my sister. We watched Merlin, we had some really great conversations and it was just a lot of fun, but I do need to crack on with some uni work and actually crack on with some reading because I'm quite behind on this challenge. So I'm trying to dedicate today and tomorrow to finishing my assignment, and then I want to have 2 days where I kind of do nothing but read and get ahead on this reading challenge and maybe read through one of my entire middle grade series that is on my TBR. I am truly just stressed out for me, myself and I today, and I've been slacking with BookTube. I haven't been watching that much, but I did a bit of a commenting spree yesterday and I also haven't put out a video. I skipped my Monday video. I'm going to put it on Thursday, and then maybe you're going to get back-to-back videos. I haven't decided because I did have a lot planned for this month, but yeah, I'm just going to keep studying, keep working on getting that video out for you guys now. I've done the subtitles, so it's just tags and links and all of that jazz. And then I read yesterday half of The Master Builder, which is the final play I have on my TBR by Henrik Ibsen, and I want to finish that today and then tell you my thoughts on that and start another book, probably some of my buddy reads that weren't on my TBR but they are happening anyway. Hey guys, apology for the weird lighting, but I just want to give you a bit of a reading update. It's still the same day, but it's later in the afternoon, and I mostly just spent today chilling with family, reading and doing some paperwork for getting refunds for things like my Australian health insurance, seeing as I won't be using it for the full duration of time and things like that. So yeah, still doing a lot of paperwork despite having been back for about 2 weeks, but I did do some reading. I read 93 pages of The Sin Eater by Megan Campisi, and this is something that was sent to me by Macmillan Australia right before I left. This is a very interesting concept about sin eaters that did used to exist before, and I'd never heard of them. And I'm buddy reading this with the feminist bookworm on Instagram. So the first 93 pages were really interesting and the concept is really developed and it's just explained in a very clear way. I really feel for the main character already, for the situation that she's in, and I really like the writing style. I'm so intrigued to see where this one is going to go, and 93 pages is a little bit under a third of the book, so that's actually quite a lot for the first day, but we're trying to read this within about a week. And then I also finished reading The Master Builder by Henrik Ibsen, which is the last book in this collection of his plays that I have to read, so now this whole book is finished. And The Master Builder was such an interesting play. It was quite deep and dark, and it really explored the theme of grief, which if you've been around here for a while, you know that's something I am very interested in reading about. And the way it portrayed the Master Builder and how we get a different opinion and feeling on him and his personality with every single character we meet who shares a perspective on him really blew my mind. So that was a very interesting book, and I'm looking forward to developing my thoughts on that one a bit more. I'm now going to spend the rest of the evening ironing, and ironing is something that I find very therapeutic and calming to do, and I'm looking forward to just relaxing. And while I iron, I'm going to be starting my first audiobook for the month, and that is going to be one of the Sherlock Holmes audiobooks. Not sure which one I'm in the mood for first, but I will be getting back to you with my reading progress. On another walk, another morning walk. Hey guys, so it's the 10th of April and it's Good Friday, so this is day 10 and I just finished listening to The Return of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle, and I really enjoyed it. I'm always so happy when I find Sherlock Holmes book that I can really enjoy because there's no racism in it, because I have to admit so many of them had racism in them, but this one was completely racism free and I was able to enjoy the mysteries. I do find that I don't like them as much as Agatha Christie. I just can't help comparing the two, and that's because Agatha Christie gives you all the clues so then you can have fun trying to guess who it is, whereas Sherlock, he doesn't like to give you all the clues. He likes to keep things secret so he can have a grand reveal without giving you clues, so you can't always guess who has done it. I mean, in some cases I was able to guess who did it but not how they did it. So I did really enjoy listening to this. I managed to inch up my audiobook speed, which is usually at 2 times speed, to 2.3 speed, so that helped, but I still was listening to the audiobook for about 6 hours, which means I did 6 hours worth of ironing, which you can't really see. Thanks to my family for always having so many clothes ready for me to iron. So that's 9 out of 30 books, so I'm still a book behind, but I'm doing just fine. Just pretty tired today. Gonna go write my essay now and read some more of The Sin Eater because I've got to read my buddy read chapters. Okay, so Mamma Mia 2 and Bananagram is over, but now I have my glass of wine and I also have my current read, which I just started, which is Prince Caspian. I'm already a third of the way through. Not sure you're supposed to pair a middle grade book with a glass of wine, but I'm doing it anyway, and we're just going to read the evening away. Hey guys, so it's day 11 and I've just been having a bit of a chill day. I haven't been too active and talkative. It's just been taking things at my own pace, which is also perfectly fine. So it's day 11 and I'm finally caught up because last night I started and finished Prince Caspian by C.S. Lewis, and I really enjoyed it overall. Like, I do have a bit to say about the beginning, but I'll save that for my wrap up. But overall, I really did enjoy this, and reading this just made me want to rewatch the 2 movies of Narnia that I like, which are The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe and Prince Caspian. We can just forget about the Voyage one. I've also been reading a lot of The Sin Eater by Megan Capisi, and I really like it. We're 2/3 of the way in, I believe. We've got like 150 pages left, and it's just been so interesting and intriguing how the author has melded history, the concept of the Sin Eater, and how the Sin Eater is going about solving this conspiracy theory that she's all caught into and how it relates to her. It's just such an interesting book, and I can already tell that I'm going to really like this one. If the end holds up, I'm going to really enjoy it, and I'm going to need more books by Megan Capisi because it's just so good. As you can see, I've got my writing set up. I'm sitting on my floor. I really spend a lot of time just sitting on the floor of my room rather than sitting on a chair, and I hope that I can get some words done because I've totally been ignoring Camp NaNoWriMo, and that's not good. The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. I've been reading this morning and almost finished. I've got like 25 pages left, so I'll definitely finish it today, and then I'll have finished my 11th book of the month, and I'll be finishing up The Sin Eater in 2 to 3 days, so that's going to count as an extra book, so I'm still on track. It's Easter Sunday. We've got an Easter egg hunt that's going to happen inside the house, and I'm looking forward to that. What are we doing, sister?
We're taking a little trip in the car
Yeah, where are we going?
to drop off a baby present to a pregnant lady.
So it is quite a few hours later because I ended up doing a lot of family things like going for a drive and having a great Easter dinner, but I finished The Voyage of the Dawn Treader and it made me smile. I was a bit nervous at first because I know that this is the last one where the original gang are featured, or some of the original gang, and I don't know what the rest of the series is going to be like because I've got another 3 books. I do want to mention the order that I read this in. I read it in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe and then ascending order towards there, and I'm going to go back to The Magician's Nephew afterwards. That was my choice. I've heard about the other way of reading it, but I decided to read it this way. Anyway, that counts for my Transfiguration Owl because there was shape-shifting in it, so far so good. So my plan for the rest of the day is I've got a few chores to do, and I'm going to listen to an audiobook of The Valley of Fear and start that novel, which is a Sherlock Holmes novel, while I do so. And then I'm going to do some phone calling of family, my auntie and my grandparents, because it's Easter Sunday and that's something that we celebrate. There's Easter egg hunt still to come, Bible study session with my family still to come because it's Easter Sunday, and I'll probably start another book, or maybe I should read the next 5 chapters in The Sin Eater for my buddy read and start reading more of God's Grave. So maybe I won't start another book today. I found all of my Easter eggs. Hey guys, so nothing's really gone as planned today. I was supposed to get a lot of reading done, but I got a bit sick. I spent a lot of today reading. I did spend a lot of today reading, but I spent most of it sleeping because I've just been so tired all day. I kind of want to go back to bed right now. I read 150 pages of The Silver Chair, which is the next Narnia book. It's alright. It's just alright. I kind of miss the original gang, so there's that. And I was supposed to finish this, but I've still got 100 pages to go of The Sin Eater. And I've still got 40 pages of this to go, and I was supposed to finish both of these and be back on track for reading today. And I just don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, I think I'm going to go watch How to Train Your Pet Dragon 3 with my family. I've just been switching between being really hot and really cold all day long. But yeah, I'm going to watch that. Then maybe work on getting my first vlog up because it's almost the end of the 2nd week and I should really post my first vlog. I know it's dark, but can you tell them what we're watching right now?
How to Train Your Dragon.
Which one?
The 3rd one.
Ho ho, hey hey, I declare a reading day. So today's going to be a reading day. It is day 14 and I am quite a few books behind on my 30 books in 30 day challenge, but today the main thing that I'm going to be doing is reading with a couple of other things as breaks. I have started this morning. It is now 9:30 AM and I just finished reading The Silver Chair by C.S. Lewis and it was okay. I am missing the original characters, and I have to admit, while I do like these characters, I'm not as in love with them as I was with the original gang, so this was just an okay read. I've got 2 more books in this series. One of them's a prequel, one of them's a finale, but I think I'm going to take a bit of a break because I'm not a binge reader. I find binge reading series it gets really boring really quickly because it's the same genre, same characters, same kind of plot lines, and I start to predict everything, so I don't actually like binge reading, even though I've been doing it lately. So that book is done. That is book 12 out of 30. Doesn't count towards owls or anything, and I've got 100 more pages left of The Sin Eater. My buddy reader is also finishing it today, so 100 pages of this to go. Gonna make this last day productive. I've also been thinking about my hair because in my first week I had it loose, and then in this week I've had it up in a bun, but this bun is getting a bit messy, so I might let my mum plait it in fat plaits and then have it wrapped for my 3rd week of vlogs. But let's get going with the reading. Brief update, I did sleep for a bit because I am still a bit ill and my throat is starting to hurt a little bit more, but I did finish reading The Sin Eater by Megan Campisi, and all I can say is that I really did enjoy this book. I think the writing style for it was perfectly atmospheric and setting the tone, and it was just such an intriguing concept. The ending was a bit rushed in one plot point regard, but other than that, really enjoyed this, and I just can't wait to cook a feast for the Bookstagram photos to go with this. I'm vlogging.
Why is Uther so worried? Because the nights have been...
Okay guys, I think I'm going to close the vlog here, but please let me know in the comment section down below what was the last book that you really enjoyed reading. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to be updated every time I have a new video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!